Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. My name is Jessie Terrian. I'm an independent demonstrator for the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. If you are joining me from YouTube, welcome. I am so happy you found me today. I have a phenomenal card for you that we are going to be making together. I actually copied this design today. So cute. We're going to tweak it just a little bit. This design originally came from a demonstrator. Her name is Kylie Henshaw. She lives in the UK. She is number 2 overall for demonstrators in the UK, which is pretty incredible. And she was at conference in Las Vegas last week. I wish I had gotten to meet her, but because I posted about backstage, you know how Facebook's algorithm goes, it's recommending all these people to me that were at backstage. So it's so crazy because I'm discovering new demonstrators that are phenomenal, and I loved this card so much, and I was like, we're going to do it. Now, mine is a little different than hers. I don't want to totally rip her off, but it pretty much looks the same. So that's what I was saying to you. Let me get signed in, make sure I'm in the right spot. There I am. And I'm going to give it just a few minutes to let the besties find me. Hey, Cheryl, welcome in. Hi, Mom. Hi, Martha. How you doing? Um, uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? It's showing that I have sound. So let me know if you can hear me real quick. Just so we don't go all the way through this and nobody can hear me. And I'm just a crazy person talking to myself in my craft room, of course. So hi, Pam. Hi, Tammy. How you guys doing? Happy Friday. I'm gonna type in here. Yes, you can hear me? Okay, good. Good, good, good. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Probably what it was is when the weight screen was up. Um, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, what is everybody doing this weekend? I need to know. How are you? Are you thriving? I am feeling the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like holidays and getting behind, taking time out to go to backstage was great, but I think part of it, yeah, I got behind, and the other part of it was I got so inspired to start so many things and implement things and do things and all the things, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be better and better my best always, and like I have ideas just flowing out of my eardrums. So I don't even know what that means, but it's happening. So wrapping presents, love that. I have to finish my Christmas shopping. Who fills me there? No pressure. Ah, but one part of me says, like, just hit the buy button and do it and be done. And the other part of me says, like, but Black Friday is like a couple days away. Maybe I'll get some deals. Maybe I should just wait, I don't know. It's a crapshoot, but we live in Vegas, so we'll just roll the dice and see what happens. If I'm on here next week and I'm crying, though, you know what happened. I didn't get it. No. So pivot. It's fine. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to stop being weird. I'm going to show you the card today. So this is the card that casing means copy a sample. So I saw a short video that Kylie did, and I was like, "Ooh, I love that. We're going to do that." And I honestly, in my head, had this is like a modified Z fold kind of, but what I did different, hers was just a back panel that her card was hooked to, or at least that's what it looked like to me in the short. But I did the whole card. So like we have this situation going on. Now, before I came on, I wanted to get her name so I could give her a shout out. And if you see this, Kylie, I so wish I had gotten a chance to meet you at backstage. I think you're phenomenal. So, you know, hit me up in the comments. So there we go. All right. Anyway, I don't know why I'm awkward, guys. Stop. Anyway, so she, when you open it, she backed her trees. So see how mine are like blank? Hers were actually on both sides, which is very smart, and it looks like a completed card. But anyway, so when I flip down, we'll get doing it. And I used that new textured, let me get the right name, Whisper of Texture 12 by 12 specialty paper that they just released this month on the online exclusives. I had some, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Oh yeah, you can see the texture. So there's that, and then there's like stripes, grooves, you know? It's thick. It's thick. It's really good. Like I like this because I wanted to play with it. I scored it. It's not cracking. It can take a good tug. You know what I mean? And I like that hint of texture in the snow. So I don't know. I'm digging it. So far, loving it. When I first saw it, I was kind of like, okay. You know what I mean? I didn't get it. I needed to have it in my hands, play with it. Now I'm obsessed. But it took me a minute. It took me a minute to warm up. You know, sometimes that happens. Now you know. It's good stuff. Anyway, I'm going to flip down. We're going to get going. We have so much to catch up on. Tell me about it in the comments. All right, here we go. Let me slide over here. So here's the card. This was so easy to do. I was a little nervous because, you know, sometimes angles are not my friends, but super duper easy. No exact measurement needed. It was like chef's kiss. Beautiful. So we're going to start there. Got my paper trimmer out. We're going to extend the arm because you're going to need it. And we need a piece of DSP that is 12 inches by 4 inches. Okay, so this is 12. I just want to make sure. Yeah, 12 inches by 4 inches. We'll cut that off. And then we're going to want to turn it sideways, and we're going to score it at 4 inches and at 8 inches. So basically you're making 3 panels out of that 12 by 12. Okay, so you with me so far? Now, I'm going to start, it doesn't matter which side you start on. This card, my high end is on the right of this card. It really doesn't matter. It could have been on the left. It just depends how you cut it, and if you're using textured paper, you know, how you want it oriented so that you can see that lovely texture, okay? So I'm just coming to the top corner. Either side will do, it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna wiggle it around. Let me make sure I'm in frame here so you can see. And I'm gonna get my cut. Give me a second to think about this. Okay, I want it to cut from the one side top corner down to about the 1.5 inch on the other side, but it doesn't matter if it's exactly at 1.5 inch, if it's at 2 inches, it doesn't matter. Okay, don't stress that. Just line it up best you can. Get that diagonal going. And we're going to cut. Okay, so here's my piece. Use this for scrap. I'm going to get this out of the way. So now we have our front panel. So for this one, I want that showing. So my high end for the card we're making together is going to be on the left-hand side. Like I said, it really doesn't matter. And I'm going to fold. This is going to be down on the card. I'm going to fold it valley, and then I'm going to fold it mountain. So you're making a Z, okay? You're making those snow drifts is what you're doing. So give it a good crease down. And we're going to set that to the side. Now we're going to grab an A2. See, there's the one I made for the picture. We're going to grab just a regular A2 card base. So 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. We work with this all the time. Give that a good crease down. So that is the basic main part of the card. We're going to set this to the side and we're going to start making some trees. Okay, I gotta get myself situated here. I'm off center. Okay, so I am going to use some of that textured paper, but you know, when you're making your card, you do you. And I've got Summer Splash, Granny Apple Green, and a little cherry cobbler. And I believe those are the colors she used on hers. And you're going to need 8 trees for this. Now I'm using, and we've used it before, the Pine Tree Trimmings stamp set. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. I've talked about it a couple times. We're going to be using this, but you could certainly use any of the other trees for this design. So it's up to you, or mix and match them. Also for, I'm using the sentiments, like this is the jam for this card, is what I'm telling you. But you're going to need 8. So I'm going to want 3 red. And make sure you give yourself, ooh, hold on. I'm like discombobulated. I'm not paying attention, guys. Now, if you're stamping on the textured paper, you want to give it a little bit of pressure and you want to give it a little bit of time so that the ink has time to soak into our paper. And when you do that, you get a better result, okay? I've got 2 of those. Now we're not, actually we need 3, don't we? I'm gonna do one more. I'm not gonna use the one that's too light. Now I'm pushing on my stamp pad. Be careful. You don't want to push too hard because you're going to squeeze all your ink out. And you're going to get ink where you don't want it. And then you're going to get that where you don't want it. You see where I'm going with this? Now, in between your colors, clean your stamp so you don't make mud. All right? Sometimes I'll go light to dark if I'm using like different hues of green or something. But for the most part, just take the extra minute and clean your pads. You'll be thanking me later. Or clean your stamps. Okay, so here's the Granny Apple Green. Okay, there's one. So how is everybody doing? What are we doing this weekend? Are you ready for Thanksgiving? I pretty much am. Mom and I could cook Thanksgiving on any given Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? Like we have it so down pat that seriously, we could probably do it in sleep. It's like, it's just, I don't know. We've perfected it, is what I'm saying. It's always good. We have narrowed down our food choices by what everybody likes, and we just do it. We get it on and then we move on to other things. Is what I'm trying to tell you. We either play games. This year we're going to be working on Christmas cards, which is exciting. Um, two, three, yeah. Sorry, I'm counting. And so that's pretty exciting. And that's what we're doing. It's we got so much. Oh, and we're making some candy too. Like we got a whole plan. Gonna put the parade on. Does anyone else watch the parade? It's just not Thanksgiving without it. And I don't know if that's because I grew up in New York and that was just, what you did, or if like it's everybody loves it. Probably everybody loves it, right? Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, I think we're good. We can always do more. So, I don't know. So we have a whole plan. That's what I'm telling you. And other than that, I am not going out for Black Friday shopping. I can't be bothered with all that noise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. Years ago, I had a group of besties. They would come basically Thanksgiving night. We would get the paper. We would make a game plan. We would have lists. We would have like divide and conquer. I mean, it was crazy. We'd be online for hours. You know what I mean? And always the best adventures would happen. A couple times we took our husbands. One of my friends' husbands got beat up by some old ladies. It was great. It was good. But, I don't know. I don't have it in me anymore, is what I'm saying, guys. Nothing is worth all that. I need my sleep. So, yeah, there's that. But I know some people, they're in it. They're in it for the $10 TV or whatever. And if you get it, I hope you do. If you go out, I hope you get what you're going out for. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing better. There's no better feelings than that. But I myself am going to be enjoying a nice cup of coffee, shopping online, leisurely. That's my plan. You know what I'm saying, guys? That's my plan. So, other than that, there is so much going on. So, this is the first year that Stampin' Up is going to have a Black Friday sale, and I am so excited. Um, Up to 40% off on select products. And then I think it's 25% off of adhesives. I don't know. I don't know yet. I will have all the details. The nice thing is they're starting on the 25th and they're running the sale through December 1st. And then on December 1st, Paper Pumpkin goes on sale. I mean, they're going crazy. They were like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, gift with purchase, or not gift with purchase, but um, what are they calling it? Deal with purchase. So if you order $75 worth. You have the option in December to get the item of the month for $5. And every month they're going to have a different exclusive item. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know. Everybody's been asking for sales and deals and things, and they're listening. So, yay. Okay, there we go. And I'm trying to there's so much new information. I'm trying to get it all out there. So I know like this week I've been blowing up the socials with all the information, but I want you to be informed. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm just putting it out there. Now you know. But as you're going crazy, you're trying to get, everybody's Christmas gifts. Tell people, hey, if you're looking for gift ideas for me, here's my wish list, because they're good deals. And a lot of times, I know for myself, my family's like, you're very hard to buy for because they ask me what I want, and I'm like, I don't know, world peace. I feel very blessed in life, and I've always been given everything, so I don't need nothing. But it does make it hard to shop for me. I understand. I know. Sorry, Mom. Well, Mom's really good. She knows what I like, but my kids, on the other hand, are like, ugh. But I feel that way when I shop for them. Is anyone else like that? Like, do you have those adult children where you're like, I don't know what you want. I know what you need, but I don't know what you want. So, yeah, I just ask for wish lists. Makes it much easier. Okay, here we go. Last one going in. You're going to see how quick this card comes together once you get it all cut out. I apologize. I probably should have pre-done this. I don't know why I didn't. I was just, excited to spend some time with you besties. So there you go. I know, right, Tammy? I love the color choices. It was so bright and cheery. When I was flipping through and I saw this, I was like, oh, we're doing it. We are doing it, guys. Okay. So we got a little bit more stamping to go. I took the I don't know what they're called, sorry. My brain, it's like a goldfish. I cannot retain. Traditional label dies. And I just took the ovals. This one's getting a little bent. And we're just going to do, no, not like that, Jessie. We're just going to do some stamping with that cherry cobbler. And I like these sentiments because they kind of just like went together. You know what I mean? It all just came together. Sometimes it's like if you need two or three sentiments for the same card, they don't always flow. Okay. There we go. 'Tis the season. Now inside, we're going to do sending Christmas wishes. No, I just used that one. Here it is. And then on the inside of the card, from our house to yours. See, it all makes sense. Okay. Oh no, one more. Gotta do the inside. super cute. And I gotta put my tree in there. Hello. Now, one thing I did not do was ground my trees. You know how I feel about that. But for time's sake, we're gonna let it go. But I would just take a gray marker and just put a little shadow. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, your trees are just hanging out there. It's like you're in a Charlie Brown commercial. I don't know. We don't know why. Just do it. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is on that back panel, put a little adhesive, and you're going to want to center it on the bottom. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I just made an oopsie. All right. So then we have that. Now we're going to start placing our trees. And you just want a little bit of adhesive. They're going to stick, but you don't want over here. You don't want the whole back covered in adhesive because you've got those layers. All right? So think about placement when you're doing it. And I'm going to pop up my season's greetings, or 'tis the season, you know. Whatever you put on your little oval, guys, just pop it up. All right. So there we go. Now, next layer is two trees. There we go. Two trees. So we're going to put those on first. A little bit on the bottom. Stick them where you want them. And you can kind of flip it back and forth, see if you like them before you glue them down, of course. Now, I don't think I made enough trees because I should have probably backed one there too. But we're working on it. We're working on it. Okay, so I'm going to put this right over the tree. Or do I want it over here? No, I like it there. Make sure it's straight. Okay, now I'm going to open up this layer and we're going to back our trees. Do we need it? I have to think about this. It's going to go, yes, we do. Oh, I see what I did. Why didn't anyone tell me? Hold on. Don't do it. Come on. Yes. Okay. Not today. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thanks a lot. We got it. We got it. Okay. So I'm going to put this one down here. I knew something was weird. I was like, once you add that new step, you know, it doesn't matter how much you've just practiced your life away. When you add a new step, it becomes a hot mess express. And also, this card was backwards. So let's try it again. So it looks like that. And then when I open it, okay. Okay. We got it. Okay. Now I'm going to glue this back down. It looks a little rough, but nobody's going to know. Okay. Whew. Crisis averted. Thank you. I take a bow. But because you can only see my hands, it doesn't make sense. All right, we're going to say that straight. And then we're going to do that last layer of trees and kind of fold it back and forth so you know where you want them. This card I think would look really pretty with some Winca Stella on the trees too. Kind of like they're all glistening and fun, you know? Trying to figure out my life here, guys. Like that. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna work. Okay. Okay, so there's our little forest. And we're going to open it up, and there's our second sentiment. Very cute. You could even, depending on what set you're using, put a third sentiment. Be really, really cute. And now let's do our inside, and then we'll bling it up. All right, got that in there. And now I am going to use the hues of blue flowers, but we're going to use the white ones for little snow. The great thing about this card is if you don't want it to be a Christmas card, it's a great winter card. It could be a bestie card. You know what I mean? Very good. Very, very good. Felt like it flipped, but I guess not. Put some of these on here. Okay. So there we go. Boom. 2 cards done. What do you think? I am obsessed, I will say. I think they're so pretty. All right, let me swing back over here. See what's going on in the chat. All right, let's see. Very cute card. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Let me flip up. See, even with me yakking my jaws and cutting out all the trees, we're still right on time. Super easy card. All right, guys, I am going to go finish dinner. I'm going to be here all weekend. So if you need me, have any questions about the upcoming sales or any of that stuff, anyone who is waiting for more information on the retreat for next year, I am working on putting together a group page so I can add everybody to that. We can share information and excitement and stuff like that as time goes on. I am going to be initiating like a payment plan for people. So if you want to start paying for your ticket and stuff in advance, that will be available soon. So good stuff is coming, okay? All right, I'm going to go. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the comments. Mwah.